Hi all, it's Kylie from Kylie's Card Craft. Thanks for joining me again today. Well, it's that time again. Yes, we've had another box turn up from Your Creative Studio. I love their products so much, so without further ado, let's undo this guy, see what we've got, and then we'll do some projects. So, as per normal, now I know what this one is already. It is the December box. They are still available. I don't know much of what's in here. I know it's sewing themed. I've had a couple of other friends do unboxings of these. So Jen over at Jen's Arty Inclinations, go over and have a look at hers, see what she's done with it. And Lorna at TaylorMade Journals has also done one. So go over and have a look at theirs as well. See the other projects that have been done with this box. So I know it's sewing themed, which is oh so exciting. So let's have a look, will we? So we'll snip our little thing very carefully so that we've got the paper to do with. And it's been very hard for me because the girls have already put theirs out. I've been sitting on this box for a week or two because I just haven't had time. And so I've had to just jump in and do this. So we will do our unboxing. That means I get the rest of the day to play with the projects, and then we'll tack on to the end of this one all our projects. Right, so let's have a look. Oh, let's just pull this out and then I can move our box. Whoops, and I'm losing them. So let's see what fell out first. Our little charm. Now our little charm, of course, is sewing themed. So it is a little sewing machine. Can you see that? Oh, I've got inky hands. I've been playing all morning. Look at this. Isn't he beautiful? Sit him there. Now these just look so interesting. I love these. As I said, I'd had a sneak peek at what was in it, but I couldn't go any further with the girls because I didn't want to see their projects before I'd played with it, because I didn't want any preconceived notions of what I can do with it type thing. Right. Oh, look, there's so many. There's sticky notes. I wonder if I can just slide that off to put that back in. No, of course I can't. That would just be too easy, wouldn't it? Oh, hang on. That's on removable double-sided tape. Stuck to my finger. Oh, there's different ones. Look, we've got lined ones. Two different ones, maybe. Lined ones. Oh, no. Oh, can't you just see these coffee dyed? Now, I coffee dyed yesterday. Might have to again. It is Easter, so I've got plenty of time to do it. Oh no, here's another one again. With our days of the week. And then our top one. Yep, there's 4 different ones in there. Wow. Love that. Right, now let's go. Close our eyes. Pull one out. Stamp. And you know I love my stamps. And you know I love these little packets. Look at that. And they're always such good quality. Have you noticed? They're always that really good red rubber in the stamps. And don't forget with them, you'll have an extra layer on here. Peel this off. This will allow this to cling to your acrylic block. So if I pull a block out here, pull this off, so it'll cling to your acrylic blocks. With that still on there, great for when they're being sent and all the rest, but with that still on there, doesn't matter what you do, it's not going to stick on. So always remember to take that off. All right, move that block back away. On a little packet, you ready? Oh, little tape. Love the colours. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, can't you just see so many wonderful projects? can't wait to see the papers. Look at that. Can we see that? Isn't that so dainty and pretty? And some hand crocheted doilies. Look at these. One doily in there, hand crocheted. Can't get into it. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Oh, you know I love my lace and my doilies. Look at this. Look at what that's on. And it's plain on the other side. This makes the most beautiful journaling card. Look at everything you get. But look at this. Isn't that the most beautiful little journaling card? Won't need much on it at all. Next. And I knew these were in here. Aren't these the most beautiful little scissors? Look at that. And then, again, look at what it's on. You put a little bit of stuff down here, over this bit, little bit of torn paper, straight down there. And I know I'm not meant to be thinking of my projects yet. Some coffee-dyed plain paper to make that writing on the back. Here we go. Something going along here. And you have got the most beautiful bookmark or tag. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Let's have a look at these. You should feel the weight. Look at these. Look at the little birdies. Let's find something to cut with. Let's find a piece of cardstock. And all the way to the end. You've got to get scissors that'll cut all the way to the end, which stops things tearing. When you're trying to get, like, corners out, look at that. No tear or anything, because they'll cut all the way to the end. Beautiful. Just beautiful. I have no idea how they went in. Like that. Ah, what a mess. Right. And we've got more washi tape. More washi tape. Got to very carefully take these off so that I can still use my little packets. Oh, look. There's our scissors. We've got cotton thread, you know, the paper one, the flat one. We've got, looks like a hat pin, but I don't reckon it is, and a cotton reel. Look at the colours. Oh, how beautiful. What an absolutely gorgeous box this time. And not that I'm saying that they're not, but this is just, oh, another stamp. And look at the little envelope it came in. Whoops, what have I got on there? That's from my scissors. Let's see how I go getting this off without ruining. There you go, just like that. That was hard, wasn't it? Oh, it's lots of little stamps. So we've got, whoops, measuring tape. Can you see that, or is it glaring too much in the light? If we go over this side, maybe. So we've got little measuring tape. We've got a little reel of cotton. Trying not to get that glare. If I take off that top layer, we'll still have the glare. And another little reel. Look at these as a little cluster. Look at that. Don't they just work beautifully together? How gorgeous are they? Oh, right. We're getting lower. We're getting lower. Oh, hang on. I've got two things here. We've got some vellum stickers. Oh, look at the old-fashioned sewing machine. There's our scissors again. Look at these. Aren't they beautiful? And now we've got, now these are stickers as well. So, stamp sticker set. Lots. So everything that's showing on the back are the stickers that are in here. Variety, Bon Voyage, Antique, Animal, Post Stamp, and Message. So we've got Variety, Post Stamp, and they are clear stamps, stickers, clear stickers. Isn't that beautiful? That's the antique one. flicking them over. Here's our words, or message, I should say. Yes. Animal. Love of these farmyard type ones. And what was it like? Oh, Bon Voyage, of course. Duh, Kylie. Look at that. Oh, aren't they gorgeous? Oh, so many projects. Fancy not having this sitting on my desk, or behind me on my desk, the other desk, for a week and a half, 2 weeks, and not actually opening it. I'm so proud of myself, but wow, look what I've been missing. Oh, all right, this one first. This one first. What are we up to? 10 minutes. Oh, and it's another one where it's plain on the other side, so we've got an awesome journaling card again. And I love this because I'll just put a little bit of piece here and here. Sometimes I'll leave the number, and I've got these beautiful cards. Right. So in this one, we've got cardstock. 2 of that one. That one. And that lovely frame. So now they're journaling cards on their own. And then in here we've got, now these are all cardstock as well. Yes, they're all cardstock this time. From what I can gather, they're not stickers. Nope, cardstock. So we've got this one, so 2 of this one. If we can open it. Nope, 3. 3 of this one. And then there should be 3 of the last one. Oh, the colours are just divine. So in here should be our paper pack. Let's just have a look. Oh. I'll set that bag over there. Right, so these will be our paper. No. I'm thinking. I don't think they're stickers sheets, but we will have a look. The easiest way to have a look is just to get your... Yep, there's sticker sheets, look. So I've just got my blade and just set it against the corner, and a corner has peeled back. That is the easiest way to see if they're sticker sheets or anything without ruining this effect. Because if they're cardboard, cardstock or paper, it'll want to tear it a little bit. So always do it from the back and peel forward. Ah, just... Oh, look. Aren't these the most beautiful? And they are all those sticker sheets. Oh, I can't wait to have to play with these. Right. So I will say goodbye for now. See you really soon, because with the effects of the magic of video and all the rest, I will be straight back on. See you in a second. Don't you leave. Right. Still with me? Cool. 10 minutes later, it was so easy to work these things out. I've quickly done, as I said before, my bookmark that I wanted to do. Now, that was the packaging that the scissors went on. I've got coffee dye on the back to cover up the instructions for scissors. A couple of the little stamps. Put some thread on it. Tore off one of the sticky sheets just to cover up, again, the words, and up one of the words from the sticker sheets. I feel good. So this could either be a bookmark to give somebody to use yourself. It could be a tag in a journal. But, you know, all of 2 minutes work. Nice and quick and easy. The other project I want to bring you along for. I've worked it all out. As I said, didn't take long because I was just so excited with this box. So without further ado, let's get on to it. What we're going to use. The cardstock papers in... I don't know what size they were, actually. Let's have a look. 4 inches by 5 1/4 they are. So I'm going to use 2 of those. I'm going to use that lovely frame one. So that will be the 4 as well, or just under 4, by about 3, I reckon. Yep, 4 by 3. I want to use some of the sticky sheets, which are those. I'm going to use that washi tape, and I'm going to use my big sewing machine stamp and the little envelope that the other 3 stamps came into. So first things first, because I was going to make it. And I thought, no, I'll bring you along because it's such a quick and easy project. So we'll just ink this one up and stamp on him. He's already sitting in my stamping platform. I've put that down, worked out where I want this one to go. I'll ink him up, but I'm going to ink him up in, let's have a think. I'm going to use that one and that one. Blacks, brown. Yeah, look, I'll still stick with my, I want him to stand out. So I'll stick with my darker colours again, and I'll use Fallen Leaves in the Versafine, yeah, Versafine Clear. I'll just make sure that, I know you can't see this at the moment. I'm way too far off, so I'll just ink him up. I haven't even test run this stamp because normally when I get a new stamp, I will test stamp them, but the other three worked a treat. I never test stamped those ones either. I've never had a problem with any of these. So straight down, give that a push. Make sure you get all your areas, at least with the stamping platform. If it doesn't stamp beautifully, I can go back over it. Look at that. So I've missed a little bit there, so I can sit that straight back down and give that section another push. There we go. I want a little bit more of that handle, whether I inked him up properly or not. I'll put a little, that's because I don't actually think that the image goes on that. Let's have a look. Back over that. Oh, there he is. Beautiful. Just give that a wipe so I don't put all that, because I've still got all that on there. And sit that to the side. Put that one away. Oh, love that. That is just gorgeous. Right. We'll make up our little unit and then we'll go back and finish this one off. So as I said before, I want this one and this one. What I want to do, because they're white on the other side, is I'm going to use my milled lavender in my distress ink. Look at that, I'm not using browns. Can you believe it? And I'm going to do both of them that colour. I've already done one, so we'll sit this one down. And I'm going to use a blending brush this time because it gives that soft mottled look like that. So what am I looking for? My milled lavender. And as I don't have this one on my non-slip mat up there, I'm going to have to hang on to it as I go. So just get some ink on there. Starting up in your top corner. Just keep going back for more ink. Don't think you're going to keep ink on there forever. So we're just going to go over it. It's going to bring up that lovely mottled. Different papers will give you a different effect. This paper I found gives that mottled effect, but I quite like that. So it's up to you what you want and how you want your papers to go. I'm going to give it some darker areas as I go as well. So I'm just going to go over different areas. I'm trying not to move this because it's on my glass. So I've got all this ink now around the glass. I don't want to smudge that ink into my other pattern. I could stick them down with masking tape or washi tape, but I like to turn it around and go from the top each time. I'm just going to wipe that first. Make sure that there's none on there. So I'll just turn it around like that. And we'll do this top section. It also works really well if you've got marks already on your backing of these and you want to use them as a journal card or something similar. It'll cover up those marks so that they just look like, I don't know, part of the design or whatever else. So now we've got this going. I'm just going to give it a few more. So it's giving it that marble look, really. Just in darker areas around that. And that's what I've ended up with. Put my ink lid back on that. Put that one back there. Lift this up. Give it a wipe. So now I've got the two of those. They're not white anymore. One's going to go that way. Make sure that they're round the right way. I actually like that one as my front cover, I think. We'll go that way. Okay. And then we've got that. I'm going to join these with a strip of washi tape with this one. So what I'll do to start with, and because I want them as a joined thing, and washi tape is great, but I can't guarantee that it will stick completely because it's made to peel off. I will always put a bead of glue when I want it to actually join something. Does that make sense? So I'll set that on my line. I'll go up a little bit. How's that? To that one. We'll peel off our washi tape, and we're going to put half on this one, half on the other one. So straight down there. Oh, peel him up. That would be about the right way, wouldn't it? I'm just going to chop that one off so that I've got workable space to go in. Set that nice and straight on my grid, and half and half, or as close to as you can. So I'm just going to hang on to that bit with my nail, stretch the rest out, hope that I've got enough on there. Almost. I'm just going to, it's close, it'll do. I'm not terribly straight either. Okay, put another bead of glue either on your washi tape or on this one, because this is going to adhere down on that one like that. So just a straight bead. You don't need much. Yeah, no, I'm on the right side. You don't need much. It's just really to hold it a little bit firmer. Like so. Now I'm just pushing that lightly at the moment to make sure that that will fold round. Yep, that's beautiful. Give that a push. And I've joined the two of those together to make a little folio. Like so. Okay, now I will ink around with my darker brown, just to give it an edge. So we're going for time, beautiful. This was so easy to work with, just so easy to work with. The colours are beautiful. It's not my normal florals or browns or anything like that, but it is just wonderful. Right, so we've now got this. Give that a good push. That'll open up to there, and we've got this inside. What I want to do with this one is I want to chop through this part so that I've then got two pockets down here. Okay, so it was 3 inches across. Like so. So if I chop that at 1.5, pull out this one. Need to move that. So if I go 1.5, and what I've ended up with, make sure I'm on 1.5, and then I've got 2 little pockets the same. I want to pop my thumb holes in there. So this one's going to go down like that and like that. We'll put a small one in here. Let's have a look. We'll go that way. Okay, so they're 4 inches across. Well, very, very close to. We'll go in the centre, just make a little mark so that I know I've got my centrepiece. Do the same with this one. 4 inches, 10 centimetres, whichever way you want to go. Set this in here, give it just a little bit, and that's why I cut it this way, so that when I cut my thumb hole, I've still got my full frame, because this was then the non-decorative side, I suppose would be the best word for it. Set you in there. Got my standard one eye closed, that always helps. one and that one. Inking both of those just so that they stand out a little bit more, like so. Now I'm trying just to use what came in it. So yes, I'd like some little bit of lace down here on this, but I'm not going to, because I want to show you that you can just from this box, without anything else, just do some little bits and pieces. So this one's going to adhere down here, like so. We can pop those on straight away. Again, just a little bit of a bead of glue. Straight down. Make your pocket. Try and keep as close to the edge as possible, not like I've just done. I'm going to go all the way to the bottom, and I've got a little bit of a gap in here so that it still gives room for that to move without it getting too caught up on itself. Same with this one. Do exactly the same with this one. Like so. I've moved, haven't I? I'm not even in shot anymore. Sorry. It is only gluing. And I'm sure you've seen gluing before. Alright. This one will be the same. Right down to the bottom. A little bit of gap at the spine. Again, we need to try and keep it straight. Right. So how's our little folio going? This one, of course, I want to tuck in here like that. But I want to decorate the other side of it. And you can slightly see where it had its little sticker to say that it had the other stamps in it. So with our lovely little sticker pieces, we're going to find something that's going to work with that. Love that, but it's just a little bit too... Mind you, it would look very nice in there, wouldn't it? That will look beautiful in there, actually. Look at that. So let's do that while we're at it. Set that there. I need to trim you off about there and about there. Okay. Got my other little mat over here. Put the scissors away. Where's my markings? There and there. Yep. Bigger. Set this one up here. Going down this one, which is about there. I need a blade. And I'm only going to go to about where this mark was, because I don't want to cut completely off and ruin my opportunity to do other things with it. So there and there. Right, there's that bit. We'll put him on right now. I love that. I'll just ink that bit, because I know that's going straight along there, like so. Again, as I said before, go to the back, get a blade or use your awl. Got your picker there. All right, peel that off. They stick beautifully. Up there. The main one we want to do is this top piece along here. The rest we can trim. So if our envelope's a little bit wonky, the rest we can trim. So it's this bit that we're following. Okay, give that a push down, and then we can trim off the rest. Just as if I'd glued it, I'll just give it a push with my scraper, and we'll use big scissors that can get all gunky. Straight up there. I'm looking forward to getting this up, or at least finishing this and getting it uploaded so that I can then sit down and watch Jen's. I'm dying to see what she did with hers. I know she's had a little bit of a play with hers, so I can't wait. Right, there's that one. It is sticky. Oh, that's sweet. That is very sweet. Just to even it all up. Now, I'll go back to this one that I was going to do in the first place. And I got sidetracked. That mauve's rather pretty. What does it look like on that? It's going to have that in it. Oh, what about that lace bit up there? And I've still got enough on there from where I tore out the other piece. That will look very nice up there, won't it? So, you sit on there, and I'll just chop you straight across that one. Right. I'll link that bit. I don't have to go back to it. We'll peel off our backing. Put one in the bin. Open this out. Go along your fold line. And I'm going to go right to that edge because I don't know how much I've got left over here where I've torn it. And I'm just going to sit that down before I stick it right down. Yep, that's looking pretty good. Give it a push. Turn it over. Make sure it's nicely adhered on. Oh, it makes things so much easier, doesn't it, when they're already pre-sticky. Trimming around this one. This is why I like my little envelopes that come in these boxes as well. Because not only do you get all these wonderful products, these gorgeous envelopes, these little packets and envelopes, and I use them so much. They're just great. And this is such a beautiful little size, this one. Right, ink around that. So what I've got is a little bit of the colour, but I've got that lovely lace look sitting in there. So now here's my little envelope. And I can tuck this full of little bits of ephemera and all the rest. So let's find a little journal in here. Look at this. I'm going to ink around the front of that one as well. Let's have a look. Really like some lace on that. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. Hang on. Hang on. Had a thought. Had another thought. Just to bring some colour to that. Oh, sorry, hit my microphone. What about this guy? Top and bottom. That'll work, won't it? Love this. It's very pretty. So, I'm just going to take it past it so I can trim it up. Do I want a little bit of a... No, we'll take it right to the edge. And that'll bring a little bit of colour to that as well. Where's my little scissors? Just here. I've promised myself no using the new little good scissors. See how these ones won't go that far anymore. I've promised myself the new little good scissors will not be used where there's adhesive. I went out and showed my daughter. She was very impressed with them. Right, holding it down, stretching it over. Same on this end. Yeah, I like that. It's giving it just a little bit of colour, especially on the front. That one's lovely and done. Look at that, both washi tapes used. Now when we tuck that in, I've got some colour going in that one as well. How's that? Okay, so for this side, I wanted, and I've moved them. Here it is. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't this just gorgeous? Just beautiful. So, I'm nearly done. What am I on? 21 minutes. Oh, beautiful. Again, it's white. I don't need the white on there. So we're going to use milled lavender again, and we'll get the brush out again. It's so quick and easy doing it with these that when you're going for something like this, I always have my normal blending foams sitting in front of me for when I'm inking things and just giving it a little bit of an off colour with my antique linen and all the rest. But if I want to use a full colour, then I will use my blending brushes. And you've seen me use them before when I'm going around die cut shapes so that you don't catch anything. All right. That's that one. We'll ink the other side of that one as well. So I'm just using my gathered twigs. It's out for the altered book that we're doing at the moment. Right. So there's that one. What's a word I can use? Let's go to these beautiful stickers again. Not those ones. I am very sticky. And we could pop something. Oh, even pop that little stamp up there, couldn't I? I like that, but let's have it. There was another one that was just all postal. There it is. Registered would look nice in there as well. Otherwise, I have these. Quite like that. Now, when we're using clear stickers like these, try not to handle them too much because they get your fingerprints on them. I'm just going to go up in this top corner. And when you've put them on, if you've got a scoreboard and you've got your bone scorer or anything else, get your bone folder out and just go over it with that. What it does is, yes, it sticks it down beautifully, but it stops the lines and you don't see that there's a clear sticker there as much. Apart from a little bit of gloss, you don't really see anything else. Okay? And especially if you're going over layers, you can then layer around them. So there's that one. Move those. Move those. This one's going to go in here. Got ink all over that now. Like so. And like so. It sits out beautifully. I want... And I love all these stickers. So let's see if we can use some of these in here. I just love it all. I truly just love it all. So, I love these. Right. I'm thinking one of these in here as well. Just bear with me. I'm just going to sit that there. I love that. Love that. You know how you love something but you won't use it? I've got that one, I've got that one, I've got that one. I've got the rest of them sitting somewhere. Where have I put them? There. So what I'm thinking of doing is putting it on that, tearing around it, and sitting it in there. So let's have a look. Just as a trial. So push him right down. Because I found that it still tears beautifully. Even though it's adhesive backed, so it's got that extra layer in there, it still tears beautifully. So, follow my sticker around. because this is me, I've got a tear. I don't want to go into that too much because I'm sure I'll use that some other way. Now, even though it's adhesive, I can either stick it on or I can raise it up. So what I'm planning on doing is raising this up just a little bit. So I want that burnt edge just going around the side. Which is that one. And I want to raise this just a little bit here. I'm going to have to get some lace. I'm going to have to get some lace. I can just see this with so much lace, it's not funny. So let's have a look. I only want something that's about a 1/2 inch wide. Do I want, I know, oh, hang on, I know what I want. Are you dark enough? So it just makes all the difference. But this is just my scraps bin that I've got sitting here. I'll just pull it up, actually. Might be easier if I just pull it up, mightn't it? Let's have a look. Now that's a bit different. Put that one in there. I actually like that. I do. Let's put you back in there. I like this one. So I need to make, I'm looking for my small ruler. Doesn't matter, we'll use this one. So it was 5 1/4. So the middle of that is going to be 2 1/2, 2 and that, whatever that is. 5 1/4, 2 1/2, and that. Is that where I went? 2 1/2 and that. Yes. Right, so that's my line that I want to put my glue on. I don't know if you can see those, but I've got a line here and a line here, and I'm just going to put a bead of glue all the way across. So what I'm going to use is my fabric glue. It's all gunky now. Right. If we can undo it. I'm going from here. Don't want too much because I don't want it to ooze too badly out. There it is. And straight down. Doesn't want to come out today, does it? There it is. Right. Now I've got it. Put this one in. Make sure I've got this up the right way and make sure that that is trimmed straight like that. So sitting that down. So, and it's covering up my pencil mark, which is why I wasn't overly concerned that I'd made a pencil mark on there. Fairly straight? Kind of not. Kind of not. Trimming this end off. Lovely. Yeah, I'm liking that. But as I said before, I want to raise it up. So I'm going to get a piece of, oh look, piece of cardboard there. Now I want, I might actually leave that on there. No, it needs to go onto paper to give it some strength. And then I'll tear back around it. How's that? Let's get a piece of coffee dye. Are you big enough? You'll do. It's just a piece of scrap. Just to give it a bit more weight. tear that off. Like so. Go that way, Kylie. Might make it a little bit easier. See, this is what happens when you don't think things through to start with. They go on the trot, whereas technically this should have been adhered to this before I tore it. But that's all right. Look at that. A little bit of ink, you'll never even know that that's there. Now it's given it a little bit of backing. I can put a couple of pieces of double-sided tape in there. I could put it on foam, but let's face it, we don't always have foam mount sitting around, double-sided foam mount sitting around, but let's face it, most of us are journalers and or have all the associated bits, and a lot of us will make our own covers. So that's why I've usually got pieces of chipboard there. That was clever. So I just want a piece that's about that. That'll cover that. To about there. Just like that. Peel that off. Peel that one off. Pop my little piece of foam in there so that it's smaller, or foam or mount or whatever you want to call it. So it's smaller than that, you can't actually see it on there. And then that'll raise it, which will give it a little bit of height as well. I'm just going to use double-sided tape again because it's easier. Like so. And that one in there. And what do I reckon? How easy a project was that? It's such a beautiful box. So just remember, it is the December box. It is still available. And you won't go wrong. She has some beautiful, beautiful boxes. So here's our little folio. We've used our little envelope as well, ready to fill. We've used one of our other little journaling cards. We've used our washi tape. We've coloured in these ones. I will probably pop some other bits and pieces on that, I reckon. There's our back ready to go. It'll slot straight into a journal, and we've also got our tag and our bookmark. What do we reckon? Isn't this just the most beautiful, beautiful, beautiful papers? Stickers, stamps, journal cards, cardstock, doily, washi tapes, and these beautiful things. I can't wait to, I'm going to go and coffee dye these in a moment, but you look. I'm going to pull one of these out. No, they're not on sticky notes. They are individual little ones. You tuck some of these in and around all this as well. Look at that. How lovely. How lovely is it? So I hope you've enjoyed those. I hope you're thoroughly wrapped with this box just like I am. Once again, thank you, Amanda, at Your Creative Studio. I will leave the link below for Your Creative Studio. Please go over, check them out, have a look at all their goodies, their boxes. New boxes come out every month. These are just gorgeous. Until next time, girls, happy crafting. Bye.